Welcome everyone to a Sacred Symbols reading. I'm your host, Desiree DeMars, and today is Monday, January 13th, 2025. And we're looking at a full moon in Cancer. And I wanted just to read a couple bullet points that are astrological or astronomical in nature, and then we're going to dive right into the reading. But just to note that all outer planets are changing signs, so this means active transformation, manifestation, and just the perfect time to take action. There may be a lot of confusion and overwhelm because we have oppositions, we have something happen with our nodal axis. So things may feel foggy, cloudy, unclear, overwhelming, you know, between fires and AI and God knows what else is going on. It's a lot to sort out, and it takes a lot to stay centered and stay in a state of grace where we feel safe and we feel we will be in the right place at the right time. But that's our goal. So in order to do that, what's important is to prioritize simple daily practices and really ground yourself. Literally get your feet in the ground, walk around barefoot, be in nature, hug a critter, hug a baby, get lots of oxytocin, and just help all those neurotransmitters that can connect us directly to joy or, you know, our own depth of authenticity, that self-love. Then the better off we will be, and the better it will be for those around us. Because I can really feel the differences when I'm really feeling clear and centered, and then I'm in a space where everybody's really down. It can be really challenging. And detox might be important. It's time for purification. Get your immune system in balance. Lots of sleep, water, good food, good company. And so those are just a few of the practical thoughts that I feel are important to note before we even dive into a reading. So enough of that, and I am going to make an offering to create or co-create with you a sacred circle here before we do a reading today with these sacred symbols. Or it is a Zulu tradition known as reading the bones. And what I like to do is create literally a sacred circle on my cloth before I read, made out of blue cornmeal, tobacco, flower petals, anything that I am guided, vibhuti that I might have, just different herbs and medicinals that I have that I feel I want to infuse into the reading foundation, or the greater circle of the reading, the greater potential, the great mystery. So if now you will join me, if you would like to join me, I invite you to say a couple of beautiful invocations that I've learned through my dowsing exploration and research that I've been doing for many years now. But just take a few deep breaths. Allow yourself to shift out of that right or the left brain, and allow that right brain to come more into synchronicity with the heart. We're going to create some heart coherence. And you can shift your frequency really fast by saying out loud or to yourself, I am rethinking, I am. I am rethinking, rethink, I am. That's another way to say it. I am rethinking, rethink, I am. I am rethinking, rethink, I am. Or if you would like a variation of that, it's I am everything. I am. I am everything. I am. I am everything. I am. So just let's imagine then our right and left brain hemispheres coming together as we sink even more deeply down, 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 down through the spine, all the way down to the center of the earth, and feel that connection with the iron molten core of Gaia. And seeing and sensing how that is reflected back to us in our own base chakra at the base of our central channel, the color red. And then as that fills up and expands with that energy from Gaia, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and white, and now spilling out over the top of your head, helping you to become aware of the toroidal field that surrounds you. And in so doing, we are acknowledging this toroidal field in the great mystery in and around all things. So feel that sensation of the toroidal field, infinite and eternal, the space around you that represents that the great mystery, or the expanded state of awareness, your superconscious. So that now all of your chakras are open, fully functioning, front and back, balanced and aligned. And then honing in on the heart center, feel your heart expanding out in a horizontal plane. And feel the power of that horizontal plane connecting with the brain, with the mind, with those neural networks that are supporting you to be in balance, be in your own state of power, right? Grounded at the base and yet expanded up above, and in balance, that yin and yang right at the center, right at your center point. So feel for this new moon, I believe it's in Cancer, full moon, you might already feel, emotions. You might pick up on some of that chaos that's out there. But just be aware of what is yours. Let's call in any guides, angels, or teachers that are here for our power and protection, so that what is mine, and what is yours, and we have clean and clear boundaries. And then calling in the east, the south, the west, the north, above, below, and the middle. Come and be with us. Come and be with us as we ask for the presence of the Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, infinite creator of all that is, that divine masculine and feminine within us. As above, so below. As within, so without. And now calling in all of the elementals, earth, air, fire, water, ether, plasma, neutrinos, gammas, and all those elements yet unknown to man. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. Sit beside us. Bringing us guidance, intuition, wisdom, for whatever it is we're holding in our heart that we're inquiring about, this guidance for this sacred time of a full moon, the fulfillment of the last couple of weeks in this lunar cycle. Come and be with us. Come and be with us, all of our guides, angels, teachers, guardians, those seen and unseen, the magical, the mystical, the two-legged, the four-legged, the many-legged, the winged ones, the finned ones, and the creepy crawlers. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. Sit beside us here, now, today, in this present moment, showing us the way, showing us the correct information, helping us to discern and clarify where it is our heart wants to take us. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. All of our ancestors, those who've gone before us, lived a good life and transcended and are now here working on our behalf, bringing their presence into our life so that we may have this divine wisdom of our ancient ancestors. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. all of those whose names we do not know, but whose blood runs through our veins, come and sit beside us, showing us the way to be of service simply by the state of our being, so that whatever is received here today that benefits us in some way will also benefit all those we come in contact with, simply by the state of our being present. So feel that gratitude and appreciation in your heart. Feel it going out. And if there's anybody you want to include in this circle for yourself today, loved ones across the veil, loved ones here struggling, being challenged right now, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, bring them in, knowing that there's divine protection here and that the ancestors are here really supporting us in a huge way, really extensive way. And that it is our divine birthright, in so doing, the doing of receiving this information. In full faith, so be it. Aho. Aho. So now I invite you to blow 3 times with me into the basket with that heartfelt inquiry. Beautiful, thank you. Really fascinating. There's a lot going on here. Would be on your right side if you were sitting across from me in a one-to-one reading. It's on my left side, your right. And then there is a lot going on close to the center. And I'll speak briefly about that once I talk about the core aspects of the reading, which here I would say are one, this piece of coral, which is the actual inquiry that you had. This is you reaching out toward the heavens, asking, and we're seeing what's coming in. We're seeing what's coming in. It's a fascinating spiral here today. And this inquiry is resting right on the mother. So the great mother, your mother, someone who was a mother to you, your adopted mother, any and all of those, the mother energy or the mother energy within yourself. I would say it's a big message about mothering the self, and it's on the left side, that feminine side of, if this were you, the inquiry, this is your left side. So again, I think it's mirroring some of the astrology of what I just said with really taking care of yourself. You know, it's winter, really boost your immune system, really dive deep into resting, introspection, hibernation. And the ancient ones on your mother's side are the men, the ancient male, the paternal lineage. Your ancient ones are really here. And this is the shaman, so it's big medicine time. The sword of truth, really speaking your truth. And this is jaguar. So grounding, exactly the elements that I said, 4 feet on the ground, really strategizing, really assessing. I think we're going to have a retrograde coming up soon, so, you know, reviewing, just going within, right? Because big time what's happening here you are actually heart chakra, the heart, deep healing with the heart, really being affected by the sun and these solar influences right now. And this, again, this turquoise heart right next to the divine feminine medicine. The feminine is really the medicine right now, right? And it's coming sudden and unexpectedly. We have Uranus. But the heart here is saying, it's about soul retrieval, retrieving the power that was lost from trauma, from whatever kind of trauma it was for you, abandonment, betrayal, abuse, it doesn't matter, spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, anything that was not in alignment with integrity or love. Because the bottom line too, I would say here, is having a divine union with the self. This is Jupiter, and it's really being amplified. This sword of truth is in alignment with an ancestor, your grandfather on your father's side. So interesting. It's actually creating an interesting little track here, right? Grandfather on your father's side, grandfather on your mother's side. All will be provided for. And then here we have again the men on your maternal lineage, or your paternal lineage, your father's lineage, the men on mother, the men on father's side. And I believe this was here somehow. So yes, all about reflection and receiving, so that we can receive from the higher realms. Receiving information from the higher realms, especially about home. Where is home? What is home about for us? So many are losing their homes. These horrors of the LA fires, just when you think it couldn't get any worse, look what is happening. There's so much manipulation going on right now. It's mind-boggling. But our challenge is to stay in our passion, stay in love, stay what we feel in love with and about, and really use the eye of God, right? This is the eye of God, looking from the inside out, right here. So instead of taking what we see at face value, like if the eyeball were looking out, look at inside, look within, look deep within yourself and deep into others and the other and the situation. This is something I got chills all over my head from saying that about, I was going to say about AI, it's all great, and, activate your own discernment. Activate your own inner wisdom and the discernment that it takes to know the truth, to stand in your truth and then speak your truth. Doesn't have to be whatever AI comes up with. I can't tell you how many stories I've heard of people kind of testing it out right now and seeing, like, you could go back a day later, ask the same question, it gives you a different answer. So it just shows you, it's just analyzing information and spitting something out in the moment. It may not be the truth for you. So just take that into your life in general. This is grandmother right out of the gate of the inquiry, and second chakra, first and second chakra. How fascinating. Grandmother on your mother's side. Your maternal grandmother, your mother's mother. How interesting. Mother's mother right here. And really bringing energy in those first and second chakras, right? This grounding, creation, co-creating. And the ancient men, so beautiful, the ancient men really supporting this healing, this, because it's going to come in bursts, and all this about the work in the world. This is our soul's work in the world. Ground it. Have a bigger vision. It's out here in the greater realms. Oh, you can't even really see it. Let me scooch out. Oh, there we go. I guess you can. I guess you can see this. Yeah. Really hold that vision, that greater vision that you have, that's in alignment with, how you feel emotionally, really feeling passion about this vision, but grounding it. This is the work in the world, right? You are becoming the medicine. Become your own shaman. Be your own medicine. And then here we have Mercury, saying, even in this, around the vision, speak your truth. That's how we can manifest it, right? And stay in a state of innocence, awe, and wonder. This is deer toe, this innocence, this childlike, creative space that we are in when we're a child. Return to that. My favorite astrologer, Pam Gregory, has been posting things that people are inventing, and it's amazing. And a lot of it is from these really young kids. They are still free. They're not conditioned, right? And restricted by all the shoulds. And then just to lightly address this, there is a lot. So this new creation, that there's a lot of emotion here around that which is not yet created. But we have to just take a breath, step back, right? Everything in its right timing. There are still things that are just not accessible to us right now. If you want to look at the bigger picture, look at what it is that is stopping you, what it is that's restricting you. Notice it in your family patterns, especially today. I'm seeing, well, both sides, but here the maternal lineage is really popping out. We also have, though, a couple of ancestors here, the great ones, and the grandmothers on your father's side, your paternal grandmother. But I would say overall, this is like rebirth, transfiguration. We do have Father over here. The star that you are, make a wish on the star, create a new foundation, create a strong foundation. We are wiping, I would say, it's like a wiping of the slate clean of what no longer serves, so that we can build something stronger, something more functional, something better than what was before, so that we can move into the future in a big way, right? In a big, bold way that is new and flowing with the present moment, with the needs of the present moment. It's really critical. So again, back to the heart of the reading, I would say, is so much of it's about don't let your passion die. I'm finding that a lot of people were discouraged around the election, of the outcome of the election, and then just dropped everything, dropped the vision, dropped their dreams, just give up, want to run away and move, which I totally understand. I think I feel that way some days too. I would love to live somewhere else, and yet here I am. So, I know a dear friend, another astrologer friend of mine, used to say, bloom where you're planted, and it would just make me cringe, but it's true. Really connect, really ground where you are, and if you are meant to move, that's okay too. That will be clear, and everything will align itself. But for now, it's like just stay in the passion, stay in the heart space, really give yourself time and room for digestion, assimilation, integration of all that is going on. It's deep. It's huge collective trauma. We are being terrorized by these powers that be with the manipulation of our weather, of our air, of our water. So this is not new. It's just new ways. If anybody has done past life regression work, you know that you've probably lived in a time, at one point in time, where your village was burned to the ground, and this is what's happening now. These are cycles repeating, and so it's our greatest challenge. I'm getting chills all over my entire body because I've had some of those memories, is to amplify the heart, amplify the love, amplify the fact that you are a cosmic citizen, that you never die, that your consciousness will live on. And you came here at this time, in this lifetime, to really reflect these higher energies. This is the chakra above the crown, higher downloads, higher dreams, higher ideas, ideals, yes, ideals too, higher ideals, and to really ground those. Whew. So I hope that helps. I'm trying to be really concise. I know this was kind of quick and short and concise, but I think so much of what's going on now is information overload, and I just want to be clear and concise and keep it simple so that we can focus our attention on what is important to us, what is critical for us at this time as a collective, and to continue to raise our frequency so that we stay in a higher vibration of love, of joy, of authenticity, of who we truly are, the truth of who we are. And create that as a sacred circle around you, the sacred circle that goes out beyond you, your body, the room, the building that you're in, onto the land from where our ancestors once roamed, and really connect into that divine and sacred wisdom that now exists on the other side, across the veil for us, these deeper truths that are leading us forward into this huge transition, transformation, transfiguration, which is really a metamorphosis. We will never go back. You can never go back. Once you have awakened, you can never go back. Once you understand the truth of the I am principle, intention, attention, movement, emotion, energy in motion. I am that I am. I am everything. I am. So I hope that helps. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me today for this full moon. And I hope these next couple of weeks are magical, mystical, and fulfilling for your deepest heart's desires. In full faith, so be it. I hope.